Cryptocurrency P2P revolution in Africa. Yahoo Japan launching cryptocurrency exchange. Fraudulent Poloniex apps was discovered on Google Play again. You're watching the iTradeBit news channel. Stay with us for all the latest news. iTradeBit. Russian-Ukrainian cybercrime gang arrested in Spain allegedly used Bitcoin to launder $1.24 billion. According to statements issued by the Spanish police and Europol, the leader of the gang, a Ukrainian named Denis, and his three suspected accomplices of Russian and Ukrainian origin have been identified and arrested in the Spanish city Alicante. Over a period of 5 years, the criminals have reportedly stolen more than 1 billion euros from financial institutions across the world. The criminals were allegedly targeting more than 100 financial institutions, and they sometimes managed to get away with as much as 10 million euros in each robbery. According to the authorities, almost all Russian banks were affected and about 50 of them lost a lot of money as a result of these attacks. The project Bitcoin to Jan announced that its founders and brand ambassador Steven Seagal left the organization following the completion of the initial coin offering. It said on the official website of the project that during the ICO they received $75 million. This amount was the so-called soft cap, and at the moment visitors of the site see the message that the sale is still available for a limited number of tokens. In a separate press release, the Bitcoin to Jan team thanks all investors, anonymous founders and Steven Seagal personally. From that moment, Bitcoin will operate within its ecosystem and become a truly anonymous cryptocurrency that will not be under control of one or more individuals, the report said previously. The project was criticized harshly and compared with the pyramidal schemes. However, as stated in the press release, the commission structure functioned only for the ICO and saw it as a way to reward users who promoted it. Also, Bitcoin to Jan blamed the media for chasing sensations and for comparing their project with the financial pyramids. A new phishing campaign aimed at the holders of Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, carried out on the behalf of the cryptocurrency exchange Binance, was found on the network, the Merkle reports. The messages at the users' emails stated that Binance recently held a series of improvements. Although this information is true, the rest of the emails are aimed only at stealing cryptocurrency tokens from users. They are invited to take part in some import of ERC20 event. For that, you need to provide data from your Ethereum wallet. The data entry form is on a page similar to Binance, but the address is different from the original. It's noteworthy that phishing emails are received not only by Binance users, but also by participants of the recent ICO as well as other crowdfunding campaigns. Security expert at Asset, Lucas Stefanko, discovered a suspicious Poloniex exchange application, the true purpose of which was to steal user data. Lucas notes that when he first came across this application, it was at the stage of bait, for that it diverted users to the real site Poloniex, while its developers accumulated reputation and user base. As soon as hundreds, thousands of users start logging into Poloniex using this application, they will remove redirection and display only the phishing window for data collection, Stefanko explained. This time, Google quickly removed malicious software from its App Store. They removed it from the Play Store after I told them about it, Stefanko said. African P2P cryptocurrency exchange Paxful was one of the first to open gateways for African citizens to participate and invest in the world of online businesses that were previously inaccessible to them. In its report, Paxful writes about the Bitcoin trade in $40 million per month, providing its services to those who are not served by banks. In comparison with the Western world, cryptocurrency is seen as a way of storing and transferring funds because of the absence of adequate banking services or simply because of the instability of the local currency. Africans convert their savings into cryptocurrency to protect savings from hyperinflation. For example, Nigeria's national currency Naira lost 90% of its value against the USA dollars and the euro, and Bitcoin for this period grew by more than 1000%, explains Ray Yusuf, one of the founders of Paxful. Yahoo Japan is planning to launch its own exchange. According to Nikkei Asian Review, the Japanese internet firm will take a 40% stake in BitArg exchange next month. During the year, the company intends to create its own exchange based on BitArg. BitArg is already licensed by Japanese financial regulator. The platform will receive additional investments from Yahoo Japan in 2019. Yahoo Japan will purchase BitArg through its subsidiary YJFX, a forex transaction platform. The 40% stake will cost in the firm around 2 billion yen, $90 million, says Nikkei. After the purchase, a team from YJFX is expected to begin development of the new exchange, as well as designing systems for corporate governance, customer management and security. American cybersecurity company Trend Micro has detected a minor virus attack aimed at Linux servers. According to the Trend Micro report, a group of hackers managed to exploit a vulnerability and the weather map plugin for Cacti. Security services data of Trend Micro Smart Protection indicates the hack is still ongoing and primarily affects network weather map users in Japan, China, the USA, India, and Taiwan. They have discovered two Monero wallets receiving funds from the hack, totaling illegal crypto mining returns of $74,677 as of March 21st. The report explains it's also a classic case of reused vulnerabilities, as it exploits a rather outdated security flaw whose patch has been available for nearly 5 years. As the hack is ongoing, users of the network weather map tool could still be inadvertently mining Monero, which is then being transferred to the hackers' Monero wallets. According to Trend Micro, victims of the attack will be running Linux x86-64 Cacti and the outdated network weather map plugin with open access to an internet connection. Monero is a cryptocurrency with a high level of anonymity, and as such is utilized widely in attacks of this nature. The security service says that stolen or illegally mined coins cannot be blocked by exchanges or wallets. Monero user addresses are also hidden. According to recent news media reports, United States students and employees tend to deal with cryptocurrencies more often. College students use loan money to invest in digital currencies, while crypto industry workers get paid in cryptocurrency. According to a survey conducted between March 16th to 20th by the Student Loan Report, 21.2% of college students have used loan money to fund cryptocurrency investment. The students were attempting to take advantage of upward price volatility in Bitcoin or Ethereum to pay off their debts faster. Taking into account the fact that Bitcoin prices soared from $1,000 to $20,000 in 2017, the move might look like a good idea. However, using loan money for investing in an extremely volatile market could result in higher debt, especially when considering students' loan interest rates. The volatility does not appear to scare industry insiders who prefer to take their pay in cryptocurrency. CNBC reported that 52 employees of BitPay payments processed bosses prefer to get their salaries fully in Bitcoin, without combining any part of their salary with fiat money. Jeremy Baudry, Regulatory Affairs Counsel at BitPay, who is now being paid in Bitcoin on a weekly basis, says that he doesn't really care about fluctuations. I'm from the traditional banking world, but I think my approach to finance has changed, not being in it worse than being involved in it. According to CNBC, 40% of employees at cryptocurrency exchange and wallet service Coinbase take some fraction of their salaries in Bitcoin. This is the most recent news from cryptocurrencies world for today. Put like to this video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to us to keep up to date with cryptocurrencies world. Until next time, goodbye.